So what IDEs do we have out there? We have Sublime Text. This is one that we are going to be using in this course. This is an IDE that I would say is very good to start with. It is light, it does not require a lot of your resources in your computer, and it also has quite some huge capabilities. So I'm going to be starting you off with this one. It's a good IDE. We also have an IDE like VS Code or Visual Studio Code. This is a very good IDE. In fact, it is what I use for my professional development. Its capabilities are so good. The number of plugins it has to enhance its capabilities even further are very many. You can see a list of them here on their landing page. When you install it, also you're going to see it. I have it installed on my machine, as you can see here. We also have other IDEs like Atom. Atom is also a very nice IDE, so you can explore it. If you want to use it, you can also use it. I also have it installed here. There are also many other IDEs out there like Notepad++. We have there are many others that some of which are even for sale. All the IDEs that I have shown you today are free and open source to use, so you can download them for free. Whether you are on Linux, you are on Mac, and you are on Windows, you can install these three IDEs on any of those. That is Sublime Text that we're going to be using on this course, Visual Studio Code, which is very good and what I use for my professional development, and also we have Atom or Atom, however you pronounce it. So after you have downloaded your IDE and installed, what you're going to be doing next is that you are going to go somewhere on your machine. Let's say for instance you go to the desktop. Let me just minimize this and show you, and right click and then create a folder. So yeah, just click on create a new folder. I already did that. You can call it whatever you want to call it. I called mine HTML. That folder is what is going to contain all the code that we're going to be writing for HTML. So that's where we are going to host it. And then what you're going to do next is click on file and then click on open file. That is on your IDE. In this case I am on Sublime Text. File and then open file, then go to the location where you have installed your you have created your file. Mine is here, and then open it. Mine is called HTML, so open that, and I have it in my my IDE open. The next thing that we're going to be doing now is to just click on this folder. Make sure you have clicked on this folder and click on new file. The file that you're going to be creating here is called index.html. Now this is very, very important. Make sure that you have called your file a name with an extension of .html. Make sure that the extension that you put here is .html. You cannot do a .txt. You cannot use a .doc. Make sure it's .html. Now the index name that I provided here, you can decide to call it a different name, but by default, when you try to access the folder that you created here from a browser, if you call your file index.html, the browser is automatically going to load that index file because it is configured by default that it is going to start looking for index.html file once you get there. If you call your file something like karani.html, then it means when you get to the browser here, what is going to be shown is that file, and then you'll be needed to click on that file or to provide the entire link so that you can access that. I can show you that in a few minutes. So let me just save my file now, and you can see that what we have now here is our index.html. So let me just go here and do something like this is a test and save it, and then I'm going to go to my browser, or I can click on this. Am I able to open this with well, I can't. So let me just go to the location where I have created my file. It's on Gallerite CWK HTML here, and then I right click and open this. So you can see this one takes me to the file that we have created. If I remove the index.html at the end and enter, you see this is this giving me the entire link, and then I'm supposed to click on this so that I can get that. If this was on a server, hosted on a server, the server would have resolved this by default, and then it would show the text here automatically. But if the name of the file was not index.html, whether it is on the server or it is on just a folder that like we created here, we are going to be needing to provide the name here, like karani.html, for it to be able to load. So it is advised that if you are creating your first page, that is your landing page, the best way to tell your browser that this is the page I want to use as a landing page is to give it the name index and then the extension. Later in this course, we are going to be seeing other extensions like .php, .python, and .py, and such, or .css. We are going to be seeing that soon. But for this one, make sure that it is .html. That is enough for this one. Thank you so much. And next, we are coming in to start writing code. See you then.